Hey everybody, welcome back to Cookie Gaming. Today we will be playing some more Skyrim. So, last time with the advice of Parthenax, we managed to capture a dragon. Odivik, I believe his name was. Here he is. Here's the big bastard right here. Now he claims that he will fly us to Alduin, or at least, where he thinks we might find Alduin. Do we believe him? Well, that's another question. But that's where we left off, and so now we have to talk to this big fella and, well, see where he takes us, basically.
Saran Uth, I await your command as promised. Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can?
I mean, Parthenax basically keeps insinuating that our voice is close, or even that of a Dova, as we're getting closer and closer to that Dova dragon status, so, you know what? I'm ready. Take me to Skuldafn.
Zukbrit Uth, I warn you, once you've flown the skies of Kaizal, your envy of the Dove will only increase.
Oh, you think so? Okay. Why don't you show me that?
Amativ,
Oh! Oh my goodness, here we go. Yeah, thanks, Olfina. Well, there we go. I mean, I think we can trust him. He doesn't have much of a choice, frankly. But he's definitely taken us somewhere. And I believe he's taking us to the correct location. Oh, what? That's it?
This is as far as I can take you. Grifboth Akrin. I will look for your return. Or Alduin's.
Ha! Yeah, that's sort of the impression I got of you. You know, basically, we beat him, we forced him into that position, and so he's like, alright, you got me. I'll wait here for you. Or Alduin if he manages to beat you. I don't really care. Alrighty. I mean, I vaguely remember this. I didn't remember that the flying scene was so short. I wish it was a little longer, that you got a real full-length cutscene. And if I'm correct, you don't get to fly on dragons after this. You know, you're basically done. You get this brief, not even really a cutscene. You know, the dragon just flies away. It's like, alright, now that's your dragon flying for the game. Like, oh, okay. You know, you kind of wish in a game so much about dragons, there was a little more dragon mechanics, you know what I mean? For example, you know, we're fighting a dragon right now. And the dragon fighting in Skyrim is known to, you know, not be the best. You sort of just wait for them to land. If you have Dragon Ren, you shout at them, and then you hack at their legs. And that's basically it. It doesn't get much more complex than that. And there's also not many more ways to interact with these dragons. You know, like flying. Some of this stuff we do get in the main quest line, but mostly it is absent from the Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Not to start off with too many complaints, but, you know, it just comes to mind, seeing as we're playing through the main quest line. We've been so dragon-focused lately, it's kind of like, man, I wish there were maybe some more dragon-based mechanics, right? Yeah, take that, buddy. Take that, buddy. Whoa. Easy enough. The thing is, I don't think Lydia's here with us, and so we're gonna have to stop picking up all of the dragon bones and scales, because we will very quickly become over-encumbered. More Draugrs. We got Draugrs and dragons. What a combo. You know, I'm trying to familiarize myself with the controls a little bit. It hasn't been that long since I last played Skyrim. I mean, you know, I film about once a week. But lately I've been, for some reason, maybe I'm just on a Bethesda kick. I started up a Fallout 4 playthrough. I don't know, it was just on the top of my mind a couple days ago. I was like, you know what? Why don't I play a bit of Fallout 4? And so I'm trying to reacclimatize myself to Skyrim. You know, alright, yeah, no shooting. You know, this button does that. The control scheme is pretty similar. Yeah, that's sort of been my gaming for the past couple of days. I mean, to be honest, I feel like I mentioned this before, but one of the reasons why this channel is sort of fun is that it gives me an excuse to play more video games, because I don't do it too much these days. You know, I've got other stuff to worry about. And so, yeah, it is a bit unusual for me to play so consistently, but I was like, yeah, you know what? Well, let's put Fallout 4 in. Oh my goodness. I can hear these dragons talking. I still don't speak dragon, but I'm picking up a couple of words. I mean, Skulldolphin, that's where we are. We've got Dova. You know, that means dragon, and I think Dove is the plural. Thum, you know, that's, you know, voice. Oh my goodness. Also, I do wonder... Stop shouting at me, man. Hey, stop yelling at me. Yeah, saying stop shouting at me really doesn't sound very cool outside of the Skyrim context. Yep, and we're over encumbered. Damn it. Lydia, where are you? Alright, we have to stop picking stuff up now. God, I did not have my shield equipped there. I do wonder, what is the... I know, obviously, that... I mean, you know, the Thum is dragon language, basically. And we are particularly attuned to that. In fact, we can use dragon souls. We can absorb dragon souls in order to basically harness our voice more quickly and more effectively. But as we've seen, you know, people other than us can use the voice, including the Greybeards, including Ulfric. What exactly is the explanation for why these Draugrs can use the voice? That's what I wonder. Because it can't be that they were able to use it in life, because that would mean that a lot of people are able to shout, and we know that's not true. It's a very rare ability. So it must be something about the, I don't know, the zombification process. Or maybe it's the magic or the power of these ancient Nordic tombs. Maybe it's that. I really don't know. I mean, of course, this is sort of a unique location. But, you know, regardless of where we go to a bunch of these Nordic tombs, and a lot of these Draugrs, sort of above base level, you know, wights and scourges and all of these type of guys, have some command over the voice. So I do wonder why, if anyone has an explanation. Though, they're really focused on Fus Ro Dah here. That must be their favorite shout of these fellas. Goodness, this is... this is quite the little hack and slash section. I suppose it's because all of the Draugr gathered down here. There we go. Jesus Louise. That was just, I mean, that is the most quintessential Skyrim strategy y'all saw right there. Master Skyrim strategy. Oh, what do I mean? Strafing around your enemy, hitting them when you can, and waiting for your magicka to recharge. That is just the most basic Skyrim stuff. You know, after you play a lot of Skyrim... Oh, this isn't even the way I have to go. After you play a lot of Skyrim, you learn that there's a lot of strafing involved. Ah, here we go. I probably could just ran past a lot of these Draugr, but whatever. You know, we did level up. I noticed that. Oh, not more. Come on, be some of these base level guys. Y'all are a whole lot easier to deal with, I gotta say. Okay, nope. No luck for me. These are not base level guys. But apparently at this point, Draugr wights are easy for us to deal with. I forget the ranking. You've got of course you've got Draugr, then Relentless Draugr. You've got wights, scourges. You've got Death Lords. Oh, I'll use my level up. I forget where Death Lords rank. I mean, I feel like I say this sort of on a semi-frequent basis. Let's do stamina. Let's do stamina. Okay, we've got 3 spare perk points now. Starting to get a little bit ridiculous. I might put a point into Summoner. I mean, it's not that great, but it does a little something. Maybe into Respite. Oh. Are we... No, okay. Ah, okay. Well, I'm definitely going to save a point for Heavy Armor. Oh, you know what? Let's do... Yeah. Let's put a point into our one-handed. We're going to save one for Heavy Armor. And then... You know what? Screw it. Let's put one into Respite. So whenever our Heavy Armor levels up, which I think it should fairly soon because we're getting battered at the moment, then we shall be able to level that up, and we'll be even tougher than we already are. I've been saying for a while now, I've been talking about, improving our armor. I believe the next step up is Orcish armor, but it really hasn't come to that, We've been able to subsist pretty well on our Blades armor and Blades sword and our Shield of Ysgramor. In fact, I reckon we might get through the entirety of the main quest line with this armor that we're wearing. Well, I mean, I reckon that because, we are sort of on a rather linear path to the end at this point. I mean, I guess we could back out and go do whatever we wanted, but if we continue to follow the main quest, we've got a bit to go, don't get me wrong. And by a bit, I mean, we've got a dungeon or two and some, still, well, I don't know how many quests technically, but still some tasks to fulfill before we get to the end, but we're basically on a straight line to the end at this point. So we will be finishing up the main quest line with our classic Blades armor that's gotten us so far, and our sword and our Shield of Ysgramor. There's still some... I mean, I will upgrade to Orcish armor after this, and I want to get... I cannot remember what it's called, but y'all will know what I'm talking about. That magic shield that you can get that is a shield and a ward. Is it like spell ward or... I don't remember. I don't remember what it's called. I've got a bad memory for stuff like this. Especially considering it's been such a long time since I've really played through a lot of Skyrim. A lot of the names sort of slip my memory at this point, to be honest with you. But I sort of remember the concepts. I'm like, yeah, I know this item. I can sort of describe it. A shield that also puts up a ward, but I couldn't tell you what it's called. We got... Oh, a Restless Draugr. Oh my. How simple. Y'all should have stayed rested. I hate to break it to you, but you're not gonna... Oh, and a regular Draugr. Fantastic. I'm getting what I wished for. There we go. There we go. Now we just gotta take out this white with some classic Skyrim gameplay. We just stand next to each other and keep hitting. And there you go. The exciting, rapid-fire Skyrim gameplay. Alright. We got a little puzzle here. Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry guys. I mean, every single time I yawn, and then I go, oh, sorry for yawning, everybody. Can't help it. Oh, what exactly am I supposed to be matching up here? Because, oh, wait a minute. Is this... That doesn't match. Okay, because there's a snack over here. So that makes me think that snake should be pointed this way. And then there's bird over here, so that makes me think that the bird should be pointed this way. We've got a snake on this end. Do we have a dolphin on this end? No, we don't. So that's a little odd. Maybe that's representative of what this should be? I don't know. We'll see if this works, I guess. I mean, Skyrim puzzles are mostly just, look around. Okay. That didn't do anything. That did not do anything. Oh, there we go. I don't really know what I did. Just turning pillars randomly, to be honest with you. But it worked, apparently. Nothing like a Skyrim puzzle to make me feel like an absolute moron. Because like I said, these are about the simplest puzzles you're going to find in gaming. I mean, the concept of... I think every Skyrim puzzle is, you know, just look around and the environment will tell you what to do. But I am really, you know, I say this sometimes, if I had to give myself, say, you know, video game stats or D&D stats, I feel I may not be the most observant of characters. I don't know how high my perception would be. You know? I think my insight would be, if we're talking D&D terms, I think my insight would be quite good, you know, understanding other people, but in terms of reading my environment, perception, I don't know about that. I am prone to missing things quite easily. Come on now. Let's go. And also, I don't know. I'm not massive on puzzles in games, and puzzle games, you know, games that are focused around their puzzles, do not jive with me at all. Sorry, everybody. You know, when I play games, I like some fun gameplay, I like good characters, you know, role-playing, decision-making, a cool world, exploration, that sort of stuff, but puzzle solving, not for me. Definitely not for me. Too much brain power for the little, my little noggin up here. No, I mean, I don't know. I can sit there and figure out puzzles, but I guess I just don't find it particularly enjoyable or like rewarding. I don't know why. I think it might have some. Alright, this has gotta be whale or dolphin. I still don't know which it is. I feel like this may have something in common with my, I don't know, distaste or my lack of interest, I guess, in strategy games. I know some of y'all who were coming over from the History channel, you guys, you're big strategy gamers, because, you know, a lot of strategy games have sort of historical themes and such, and I get that. I definitely do. Alright, this one has to be a snake. Oh, and a chest. And I enjoy that as well. I love games with any sort of... Well, first off, I enjoy lore in fantasy games, which is, you know, just fictional history. And then I very much enjoy games in a historical setting, if done well. If done well. I think that kind of thing is fascinating. But strategy games, like I said, just like puzzle games, does not jive with me. Maybe I'm too zoomer-brained. I don't know. I just don't have the attention span to focus up. Or, you know, I don't know. It just doesn't grab my interest that much. I mean, when you're doing, you know, I majored in poli-sci and history, political science and history. You occasionally, in some of these classes, do, like, strategy games and that sort of stuff, playing out political or historical scenarios. And, you know, I always felt like the more interesting parts was like dealing with other people and interacting and, you know, making deals and that sort of stuff. I found that more interesting than, you know, dealing with, I don't know, moving pieces around board or dealing with points or, you know, dealing with that sort of thing. I like the human element, I'll put it that way. But on a pretty, like, simple conversational level, like, I'm a big D&D fan, as you will very well know if you've listened, or, that's not an accusatory, I was gonna say if you've listened to these playthroughs, what I meant was, you'll know that if you've watched these playthroughs, even, you know, sort of glancingly, But what I like most about D&D, I mean, I do enjoy the combat, and, you know, I enjoy making a character and all that sort of stuff. I do like the logistical aspect quite a bit, but my favorite part, easily, is the role-playing. You know, interacting with the other players and the DM, and, you know, that is by far my favorite part of D&D. And it probably contributes to the fact that I really can't help myself. I always play some sort of smooth talker, some sort of fast-talking, charismatic individual. Even if my charisma's low, I really can't help myself but, you know, fill the role of face for the party. Because I'm like, alright, well, I'm going to do some role-playing. I'm going to start talking to people. It's like, okay, dude, your charisma's like a -2. You should not attempt this. You know, me sitting at the table. I got this. Don't worry, guys, I've got this. Fast forward to a, you know, disastrous series of events, typical to any sort of D&D campaign, you know? But, I mean, that's the fun part, you know? That's the fun part, how disastrously badly a lot of things end up going. Alright, we're making our way through this dungeon. Dealing with a lot of Draugrs so far. You know, last time, we're really alternating between the episodes here. Last time was a very story-focused episode, a talking-focused episode. All we really did was, you know, go and talk to different people. And, of course, you know, I'm not too, you know, trying not to be too much of a hater, but this is Skyrim, so let's be honest, we were more listening than we were talking. Oh, it's Draugr White Lord, this guy might be tough. So he basically just listens the whole time. This episode is the exact opposite. We had an interaction with Odovig at the beginning of the episode. Since then, it has been exclusively combat. I mean, look, you know. Ooh, Diamond Claw, very nice, very nice. Oops, I was trying to look closer and I just took it. You know, I vaguely know what's going to happen, but I don't plan these episodes out beforehand, so I would like a more even balance between sort of story and combat, but that is often not what happens. Oh god, my eyes. Fox, butterfly, dragon? If I'm reading that correctly. Oh, hey, that should be it. Wow, dude, that Draugr had his back to us when we walked in. He was ready to solve this door, and we interrupted him. You know, I don't know how much their brains have rotted away, given that they are undead, but I think he was getting pretty close. And here we go! Reese's armor rating for heavy armor. We're at 4 out of 5 for Juggernaut. We should be even tougher now. I should have checked what my armor rating was beforehand, but oh my goodness. 335. Compare that to where we were at the beginning of the damn series. We are a beefy boy. We can take a lot of hits. Alright. Ooh, word of power. Very nice, very nice. Which one is this? Couldn't tell you. Ooh, okay. That makes sense. This is a good one, by the way. As you can see, it takes a long time to recharge, but it's a good one. It is a good one. I might use it just to use it outside. It's involves a lot of collateral damage, I'll put it that way. You know, I'm also thinking about, I mentioned earlier that I was playing a bit of Fallout 4 lately, which I've played many times before. Especially when it first came out. I was, what, like 2015, 2016? I was so... I mean, you know, like with Skyrim, I have my critiques of Fallout 4, and probably more than Skyrim, because it was frankly a big step down from New Vegas in many ways. But I still think it's a pretty fun game, so I played a ton of it when it came out. I had a great time with it, and I still do, even though I have my critiques. But, you know, Fallout New Vegas, or not New Vegas, God. Fallout 4, I'm playing first person like 95% of the time. Versus in Skyrim, I feel we have like almost an even split between when I'm playing first person and third person. I mean, I think it's sort of unsurprising. It's due to the gunplay. in Fallout. Whereas here, I find it a little easier to, you know, strafe around your enemies, swing at them in third person, or in first. It doesn't really make much of a difference for me. I guess my preference is third person in Skyrim, but as y'all can see, I switch between them. I don't really have much of a preference. It's not a big deal because you can switch back and forth, but when I'm playing Fallout, I'm like always first person. It should become so much harder to aim in that game when you're in third person. And I mean, I've played plenty of third person shooters, you know, I love the Uncharted series, but yeah, Fallout 4 is definitely not designed, or the third person shooting ain't that great, I'll put it that way. You know, I mean, that's why they have VATS in the first place, because, you know, there's a lot to be improved. The shooting's good, it's good, but VATS is a good crutch to have, I'll put it that way. Means that, you know, your shooting only has to be sort of so accurate and responsive, because sort of that end bit, and like I said, the shooting is good, it's not like it's terrible, but that gap between where the shooting is in Fallout 4 and where maybe it would be if it was fantastic, that's made up by VATS. And for those that don't know, for those non-Fallout players, VATS is a mechanic where you basically stop time and you can select a part of the enemy's body which you can shoot, right? A bit like bullet time or stop time or slow time or Deadeye in other games, but it's implemented a tad differently. I should have used my shout, but I've got a big fight coming up here. Fuck it. I'll just use it now. I think it's a waste because there's only one person, but... Oh, is there a dragon here? You're going down, bucko. You are going down. Wow, I gotta be honest, he was not ready for us. Oh, great. Lightning wall. And a new mask. Ooh! Plus 50 magicka. Oh. Now wait a minute. We're also pretty low on health. Oh. You know what? I might equip that just right now. Yeah, why not? Yeah. The armor rating's better, and we don't use destruction, but we get plus 50 magicka, and restoration costs 20% less. That's pretty OP. Look at that. Yeah, I think it was a bit of a waste of that shout, frankly. Oh, I don't get to keep the staff. Because I should have just kept Dragon Rend. That would have been a little more useful in this circumstance, but I guess I forgot that I was going to encounter dragons. And you know what? I mean, we can't take their bones and scales, and I don't need 2 extra dragon souls. My storm call is doing the job, so you know what? Let's go. To Sovngarde, everybody. Yeah, you heard that right. For those that don't know, you know, it's been mentioned throughout this game, but Sovngarde, you know, Nord Heaven, the closest equivalent in our world is Valhalla, you know, Viking Heaven. They're quite similar in many ways. And we've just been sent to the afterlife. Well, that's it, everybody. Let's Play's over. We are dead. We just died. No, that's not true. As shocking as it may be to be blasted into the afterlife, we've still got more to go. We have to defeat Alduin. That's why we're here. You know, I mean, we learned from the Elder Scroll, Dragon Rend, from these ancient Nords, these ancient Nordic heroes. Now we're, well, in the afterlife of the Nords. How about that? Oh, is that our boy? We have clear skies? We do. Can't use it though, because I just wasted it on Storm Call. And I can't wait, so no clear skies for us, everybody. No clear skies for us. I would like to use it, I really would, but we gotta keep moving forward.
Turn back, traveler.
Terror waits within this mist.
Uh-oh.
Many have braved the shadowed veil, but vain is all courage against the peril that guards the way.
Look, I may not be a Nord, but I am just as brave, if not braver than the rest of you. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I'm far more interested in the mist than you. I hate to say it, buddy. So I'm gonna ask you, what's this mist?
I do not know, but none have passed through.
Oh.
Alduin, his hunger insatiable, hunts the lost souls snared within this shadowed valley.
Uh-oh.
Can you lead the way to where Shore's Hall waits, beckoning us on to welcome long sought?
Dude, you know I can. Apparently I know. Yes, it's at the far end of the valley from here.
I saw it fair when first I trod this long sought
I guess we
path.
sort of saw the distance.
The pain and fear vanished, dreamlike, and a vision beckoned. Shore's Hall, shimmering across the clouded veil, but quenched was hope by the shrouding mist. My mind is darkened.
Whoa.
I've lost the way and wander blindly.
Follow me, brother.
Hurry, before Alduin your life devours. Bring word to Shore's Hall of our heart.
Follow me, brother. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna give you some hope. Follow me. I'll lead you through this mist.
I'll try to hold to your hopeful purpose. Quickly, before this encompassing fog once more snares me in the World Eater's net.
Alright, let's go, friend. Follow me. I have absolute faith that I can find the way. Get the hell out of here, Alduin. Get the hell out of here. Keep moving forward. Oh no! No! Did he? Oh no. I think he just killed our buddy. Sorry. I was gonna say keep moving forward. How very Aaron Yeager of me. Aaron Yeager as an Attack on Titan, everybody. Is that?
When I woke
Godlack.
from cold death, my doom was lifted. There was Shore's Hall, my heart's desire. But now I wander, weary and lost. Alduin hunts me, as we once hunted our prey. A bitter payment for many bloody deeds.
Well, that's pretty tragic. I mean, this is literally like Nord heaven. And they come to heaven, and instead of, you know, like I said, it's sort of like Valhalla. The idea is that you drink, eat, make merry, and fight. Instead of that, they're being chased by Alduin, hunted. Oh, like at Rika. You know, I didn't know you very well, but I sort of respected you in your final moments. What's up with you?
The bitter war of the world beyond was all for naught.
Ooh.
We are all trapped in Alduin's web. For our allegiance he cares not, but devours us equally. Doom unescapable. Shore as well. He welcomes all heroes to his kingly hall, if we could but reach it.
We'll say, despite her allegiance to the Empire, guess where she ended up here in Sovngarde.
The World Eater waits within the mist.
This Nord must have fought well during her life. I mean, we saw her at the end. She certainly fought well. Who's this? Oh, is that? Hey!
There is no
Oh,
escape.
it's...
Courage is
I
useless.
thought that was our friend from earlier. Some random guy. I think our buddy from earlier got his soul eaten. I guess that's the other truly terrifying thing. Oh, I can... Those guys. That didn't do anything. Okay. You know, get killed by a dragon IRL in real Skyrim life. There's the hall, by the way. And, you know, depending on your beliefs, you still have a place to go. I mean, if you're of Nord beliefs, you'll head to the afterlife. Be killed here. You're getting your soul devoured. You're done. You're done. Oh, Imperial.
Turn back before he finds you.
No, I've got this. You know, so I'd rather not have my soul devoured. But I'm also not going to turn back. Not at this point. We've got this, everybody. Here we are. Just the person we needed to see.
What brings you, Wayfarer? The wander here in Sovngarde, Soul's End. Shore's gift to honor dead.
Well, I'll tell it to you straight, brother. I pursue Alduin, the World Eater.
A faithful errand. No few have chafed to face the worm. Since first he set
Worm
his
with an
soul's
O,
snare
not a Y.
here at Sovngarde's threshold. But Shore restrained our wrathful onslaught. Perhaps deep counsel, your doom he foresaw.
Nah, I don't think so. Okay then, who are you?
I am soon, shield thing to Shore.
Impressive.
The whalebone bridge he bade me guard. And winnow all those souls whose heroic end sent them here to Shore's lofty hall. Where welcome well earned awaits those I judge fit to join that fellowship of honor.
Got our typical sort of, I know we're in heaven, but our typical sort of underworld character, the allegory of the boatman. He can, if he deems us worthy, or if, I mean, depends on the tale, deems us worthy, if we have something to offer, whatever it is. In this case, if he deems us worthy, he can ferry us to the other side. In this case, metaphorically, but in many religions / mythologies, literally. Well, with that out of the way, I guess I seek entrance to the Hall of Valor.
No shade are you, as usually here passes. But living, you dare the land of the dead.
Yep.
By what right do you request entry?
By the right of ancient Greek mythology. With all of those stories. By right of cleverness, nah, I'm not gonna request that. You know what? I feel like the proper thing to say is to pull out the Dragonborn claim, but you know what? We're in Sovngarde, so you know what? By right of glory, I lead the companions of Jorvaskr.
I welcome the chance to challenge the blade of Ysgramor's heir, honored shield brother to godlike white man. I watched.
Hey, Codlike didn't make it here. Okay, so can I enter?
Living or dead, by decree of Shore, none may pass this perilous bridge till I judge them worthy by the warrior's test.
Got it. Let's do it, friends. Everyone's shouting these days. I thought I was relatively unique with the shouting. Oh, he's about to slice our head off. He's about to slice our head off. Alright, what would be an effective shout for this situation? I know what would be an effective shout. Oh my goodness, he's about to slice our head off again. This guy's strong. Oh, okay, he's done. Can I...
You fought well. Find you. It is long since one of the living has entered here. May Shore's favor follow you, Jure.
Yes, sir. Alright, thank you. Let's head on in across the massive spine. You know, God, I can't stop thinking of Attack on Titan now, but I'm not going to spoil anything, but if y'all have watched up until the most recent anime episodes, then you'll know what this reminds me of. I'm going to leave it at that. God, how much have I spoiled in this this playthrough? I don't think I've actually spoiled anything too bad, but I do talk off the cuff about a lot of other franchises. You know, I can't help but make media comparisons while playing, so, you know, if you're really concerned about that kind of thing, then, well, maybe be careful watching me, or listening to me, I should say. Here we are. The Hall of Valor in Sovngarde.
Welcome,
Ysgramor! Woo!
Our door has stood empty since Alduin first set his soul snare here. By Shore's command, we sheathed our blades, and ventured not the Vale's dark mist. But three await your word to loose their fury upon the perilous foe.
Yes.
Gormlaith, the fearless, glad-hearted in battle. Hekon, the valiant, heavy-handed warrior. Feldir, the old, far-seeing and grim.
Ishgamor, can I talk to you?
The three
No.
await your word to loose their fury upon the perilous foe.
How about that? I mean, we are, like you said, the heir to Ishgamor, at least in our position, leading the companions, so it's
The three
quite the
await
thing
your
to see him
word
here.
to loose their fury.
And yes, all of this comes to an end with us.
Far you've traveled.
Oh wow, fascinating. We've got archmages,
Sovngarde's
a bunch of random heroes. I don't know who Ulfgar is. Who are you?
seek ye food or song unending.
But yeah, this is how it comes to an end, is those heroes we saw. Wow, there's got a lot of archmages up here. The heroes we saw. We now have to
At long
recruit them.
last, Alduin's doom is now ours to seal. Just speak the word, and with high hearts, we'll hasten forth to smite the worm wherever he lurks.
Hold, comrades. Let us counsel take before battle is blindly
Take
joined.
counsel, maybe?
Alduin's mist is more than a snare. Its shadowy gloom is his shield and cloak.
Ooh.
But with 4 voices joined, our valor combined, we can blast the mist and bring him to battle.
Feldir speaks wisdom. The World Eater, coward, fears you, Dragonborn.
Good, he
We
should.
must drive away
Shut
his
up.
mist, shouting together,
Fighting, drinking,
and then unsheathe
fellowship,
our
and
blades in
boasting,
desperate
find
battle with our
welcome here.
black-winged foe.
To battle, my friends!
Alright,
The field will echo with the
what do we have here? Alright. Help them dispel Alduin's
clamor
mist.
of war, our wills undaunted.
Well, I'm gonna stop here. Sorry guys, not to blue ball you too much. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna end this episode here. We've made it to we made it through that dungeon. We made it to Sovngarde. We've encountered Sun, Ysgramor, and now the great heroes we saw in the Elder Scroll. Next time, well, you know what we're gonna do next time? We are going to fight and ideally defeat Alduin, ending the main storyline of this game. I am very excited. Sorry, guys. We're leaving our heroes. We're blue-balling them as well for next time, just like the viewers. Next time we will be finishing. God, everyone's talking so much. Finishing this fight, bringing Alduin to justice, and saving the world. I mean, not just saving Skyrim, but he's not just Skyrim Eater, he's World Eater, so it's a pretty big deal. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a very combat-heavy episode. Next time will also it'll be more of a mix. You know, we got some nice lore and story at the end, so next time will be a big one. So I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you hit the notification button, you'll get notified whenever I upload a new video, though it is roughly every weekend. Sometimes I miss an upload, but roughly every weekend we get a new Skyrim video. Anyway, with all of that out of the way, from the Hall of Valor here in Sovngarde, I bid you guys a good day. I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you again next time.